They're sometimes called Native Americans, sometimes American Indians or First Americans, and occasionally the forgotten minority. Their American experience is fundamentally different from that of white immigrants, and it's still partly defined by that long, dark shadow of the removal era of the 1830s and 40s. Another term for removal era was forced relocation. Native Americans forced off their lands. Others were killed. The Trail of Tears is probably the best known of mass relocations of Native Americans. It involved 5 different tribes in the southeast region of the U.S. 100,000 people were pushed from their homes to territory west of the Mississippi. In the end, 15,000 people died during that journey. Tribes in the Northeast and Midwest, they were also relocated during the period. Indian territory continually shrank as more and more white settlers headed west. That led to the Indian Appropriations Act of 1851, which established the reservation system. These were incredibly restrictive rules. People were not allowed to even leave the reservations.
And the land set aside for reservations in the 1800s was generally the most worthless land that could be found.
Next came the Dawes Act, 1887. It decreased reservation land by more than half, and it opened more land to white settlers and railroads. Dawes was replaced by the Indian Reorganization Act in 1934. This time, some land was returned to Native Americans. Today, there are 573 federally recognized American Indian tribes and 326 federal reservations. But not all tribes have a reservation. The largest is the 16 million acre Navajo Nation Reservation located in Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. The smallest, a 1.32 acre parcel in California, where the Pitt River Tribe Cemetery is located. Some reservations are remnants of tribes' original land. Others are the result of the federal government just forcibly resettling groups. Life on the reservations has always been hard. Starvation, disease, feuding tribes forced onto the same reservation together, hunting tribes forced to be farmers. The list goes on. And even now, life is still hard on many reservations. The 2016 census report shows the median household income of single-race American Indian and Alaska Native households was $38,530. That compares with $55,775 for the nation as a whole. Poverty in the Native people was 26.6%. That's the highest rate of any group. For a nation overall, 14.7%. And those lacking health insurance, 20.7%. For the nation as a whole, that percentage is 9.4%. But in 2018, more Native American candidates than ever in history are running for public office. It's part of a greater awareness and determination to boost visibility and equality in the years ahead.